Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. It's only a little over 20 years ago when the raid on Stonewall seemed to trigger the gay rights movement in this country. Last night I was thinking about this historic vote we are taking today and about how I, without ever planning or intending to do so, have been able to have a tiny part in the human rights struggle of the last few decades. As many of you know, several years after Stonewall, I was in college and working part-time at a job there, and a new group on campus came in and wanted to have a gay dance at Kaufman Union at the University of Minnesota. The request was turned down by the Student Activities Bureau, and it was appealed to the office I was in. I checked with other universities. Not even liberal ones like Berkeley and Harvard had ever allowed gay dances at their universities. But it just seemed right to me, and so I recommended that to my boss. He said he really didn't care, but that I could get fired over it. I could do it and allow it, but I was taking responsibility. So I went ahead with it, and little did I understand at the time that it was going to go viral and appear on news all over this nation and even all over the world. That's how shocking it was just merely 40 years ago, and how far we've come from then. The U got thousands of complaints. For about 3 months, I was on the verge of being fired, but lasted it out. Many older GLBT friends even still tell me that they came to the Twin Cities originally just because of seeing that video on the news wherever they were in the country, and they thought we were a welcoming community. Now, 40 years later, I'm really lucky to be privileged to be here and able to do one more small thing, and that's vote for putting equality into the law. I tell you that story today just to encourage people to stand up for what's right. 4 decades ago, I did what was right, and I'm proud of it. And if you support equality today, I think you'll be proud of it the rest of your life. Now is the time to let loving couples have full rights under the law and to be treated as full-fledged citizens whether born gay or straight. Now is the time to give young children equal opportunities growing up whether their parents are gay or straight. Right now, they and their parents not only suffer because of the many monetary and social barriers they face under the law, but also because of the emotional problems they face because their parents aren't considered married under the law. It is really insidious what we are doing to those children under present law. It took centuries for people to be treated equally under the law, despite the color of the skin they were born with. Now is the time to treat people equally under the law, whether they were born gay or straight. To paraphrase a great Minnesotan, now is the time to step out of the darkness of discrimination and into the bright light of equality for GLBT couples. Vote for equality. Thank you.